Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Now, let me just tell y'all, I was minding my own business, okay? Getting up, getting ready to take my children to school when I saw the explosion statement between Dustin Ross and Carlos King. It was like an explosion video. So they talk about a bunch of fluff in the beginning. Let's get through the fluff. Oh, I'm talking about this. Yeah. My name is Reality with DVD. I was just ready because it's fresh on my mind. And when things are fresh on my mind, I'm trying to bring them to you. Okay? So I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch and do this, that, and the third and the fourth. This is some pop in hot tea. So anyway, back to it. So first they was talking about Sherelle down to the Wags to Riches. I hadn't watched it all, Carlos and Dustin. I haven't watched all of Wags to Riches. I'll probably give a brief synopsis on what I think about Sherelle and Stoney. Is it Stoney or Joni? Stoney, Joni, whatever it is, and the rest of them. Because, baby, I do have some things to say. Because you know I'm the colorist expert over here. So I'm going to talk about it. Then they talked about Mia. Mia be lying, child. And they talked about how Mia has a strange relationship with the truth. But listen to me, Linda. Listen to me, Linda. While everybody else has come to the realization that Mia has no place on the Real Housewives of Potomac, they did give. Did you hear how Mix did and give together? That was amazing. But anyway, they did give the right person their flowers, which is Miss Dr. Wendy Honey, Miss Dr. Wendy, and Miss Dr. Wendy family. But us Dr. Wendy fans, we've been telling y'all all along that she's naive. We've been telling you she's the business. She's the wife. She's the mother. She is the entrepreneur. We've been telling y'all. Okay? Y'all didn't want to hear it because you were blinded by the drama between Mia and Giselle and them picking on her and then her having to come defend herself. But in all of this, what she has gone through with Mia, because Dustin reminded us that he didn't like what happened to her in season 7. Within all of that, we have recognized that her coming out of the ashes to be what this show was supposed to be based on. If you look back at the show's history, the only person who was married was Karen and Ray. And then Ashley and Michael. Then later on, Robin and Hope Ixon. And, you know, Monique came on with Chris. But as you looked at those marriages, and I know there is no perfect marriage. By all means, I know. But if you look at Eddie and Happy Eddie versus all those others and Wendy versus all those others married Dr. Wendy, baby, they can't touch them much in for a pole because for the simple fact, I'm the type of person where I can read energy and I see the chemistry between these two people. And now I understand sorority sister, former friends with Robin. All those, and then Robin being in the D9 Delta, D9 sorority sister, Delta being formerly a part of AKA. Let me throw in a little history. But with all that said, Wendy defended her marriage. That's what I want to talk about when we talk about Dr. Wendy rising from the ashes and really should be the actual representation of this show. Because Karen, you ain't it, girl. You could have been it had you not deflected and lied about this whole situation with the DUI. But for this season and going forward with the cast that they have now, It's Dr. Wendy, baby. It's Dr. Wendy. And I know she lost all these cool points for coming up against Miss Hale. I hadn't called her that in a long time. And all of this, but she defended her position. At that point, I don't think that she even cared about losing her position on the show as much when she gave Miss Hale hell. Okay? And the hell she so rightly deserved. Bitch, I will walk you. Do you hear me? I don't give a damn about this show or these cameras. Okay? That's what she told. Okay? Right in the moment. I will drag your ass. Do you understand me? You have presented yourself to be exactly what people said you were. Come on, Dr. Wendy. Okay? So, through all of that, when I say she rose like a phoenix through the ashes, even Dustin, who is a brilliant commentator, has come to the light and realized that she is Real Housewives of Potomac, my dear. Shout out to Dr. Wendy. I know, baby. I always said, okay? Shout out to me for always recognizing it, okay? So, back to Dustin. So, let's get to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Because, you know, they talk about a lot of things before they get to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, this is what I pulled from this interview or this commentary. They talked about the wedding and Martell. And finally, Dustin discusses all of the drama that Martell brings to the show. You know what? And let me be honest here. Let me say I honestly believe that Dustin always wanted to say these things. Okay? I think he felt like he had to give a layer of respect to Carlos because Carlos was always in protection mode of Martell. And Dustin said, fuck it, today I'm tearing out the gloves. This man is my friend. We do great commentary together. But I'm going to be non-biased. And I'm going to give it to you real and raw like reality DVD does. Okay? So I'm going to give it to you real and raw. Martell, nigga. That was his word, not mine. He's like, nigga, will you please? Nobody is falling for it anymore. See, because now he's out of the protection umbrella of Carlos. At this point, Dustin is banging him out, right? He's telling what he really thinks about Martell. And he just let the bees out the jar. If you know, you know. We used to capture bees in the jar. Oh, that was inhumane, but they not human. But you know what I'm saying. When we used to capture the bees in the jar and torch little holes in them and watch them survive. And I used to put dandelions in there, and they would eat the dandelions, but they really wanted to get home back to the honeycomb. That was awful. Well, now that I'm kind of like a little earth girl, I understand that now. But back then, I was like, oh, I was just excited to have a pet bee. Child, I guess the little dandelion flowers that I had put down off in the jar just want to know because they will always die, right? That was awful. But anyway, he's letting the bees out the jar, which I should have done a long time ago, Dad. But that's neither here nor there. Please don't Peter people. I was 8, okay? Leave me alone. I'm 50 now. Leave me alone. Now back to Dustin. So he letting the bees out the jar. And he's like, look, I'm sick of Martell believing that we are supposed to be crazy in this audience and taking no accountability for his actions. When that man sat up there, and I said this in my recap, when that man sat up there and said, I feel like it's going to take me 5 years to get to where I need to be with Melody. What was he saying? Y'all, literally, Dustin realized what the rest of us have been saying all along. This man literally believes that he and Melody have a window of hope to get back together. And he has no understanding. Y'all, this is a psychological thing in my opinion. Now remember, I am a wild Carlos up there talking about he studied human behavior. I finished studying human behavior. While he's up there talking about he majored in journalism, so did I. And my master, I'm working on my master's degree, but I didn't finish my master's. But he didn't finish his bachelor's or his master's, so I'm further along in this than he is. Okay, so I want to say this man is damaged, y'all. He is psychologically damaged. Dustin was like, how in the world can this man who has literally attacked people at this field day event believe that everyone is still supposed to be cool and friendly with him? Oh, snap. I forgot about him talking about the incident at the bachelorette party. He was like, that's to say, I hated that event space. If y'all don't get it, if he put it off on Destiny, Mr. Destiny, but Mr. Destiny didn't deserve that. That's some production shit. He was like, that event space was horrible. If you don't hire an event planner, he should have been directing that right at Carlos' ass and that sorry ass budget that he gives to the Love and Marriage Hunts with. If you the number one show on, you running businesses and this, that, and the third and the fourth, give them something. And he said, and then people were down in the comments talking about how much they hated the event space. Wow. Okay, so then he talks about how Neil actually started that fight. But he talked about how Neil took that back to Lance about her making googly eyes at the other guy. And I don't remember that scene, by the way. I just remember from last week. Her making googly eyes at the other guy and causing real drama on the show. Because he was like, she don't have an event planner. All of these things going on. And she is all over the place with her drama on the show. Nothing ever good. That's took me. Nothing ever good happens at her events. You got the Madonna event this year. You got the field day event. You got the this season. Then you got everything that surrounds, and then the other opening. Everything that surrounds this woman on this show is drama and foolishness. And then he was like, at the end, when she said, that dog walked, I meant that. And then she starts to laugh. He's like, she wasn't that serious. Because she literally believed that her and Sonny were friends. Look, guys, I know this is going to surprise you, you Missy Dissy fans. But listen to me carefully, Linda. Listen to me carefully. I wouldn't even claim Sonny anymore in their friendship if I was her. But the reason why she claims it is for sympathy from the audience. To get you all engaged into believing that she was done so horribly by this woman that she's justified in her ability and reasoning for disliking her and mistreating her and saying all this wild, crazy stuff about her in the scene. There's no justification for that behavior. There's no justification for walking around and your cuckoo about to show up under their dress because you clapping and stomping in that short ass dress. No, ma'am. Not at all. Because when that lady came into that event, shout out to Tisha, she gave you dust. And you so fucking bothered by even her mere presence, you can't even act like you got some damn common sense. And that's on everything. And that's what disgusts me most about you. And you cannot tell me that Dustin didn't see it too. You are the worst addition and the worst part of this show. Because you not only brings stupid drama. But you're just like Martell in the way that you vacillate between emotions. Girl, you all over the place. You one way with this person, you one way with that person, then you one way with this person, then you one way to the next person, and then you give the same thing that Martell gives when it comes to Melody. Now back to the wedding. You give the same thing that everybody else picks up from you that Martell gives with Melody. You act as if you are fucking clueless as to the reason why this woman don't fool with you. She has sat up there and ostracized herself from the group. Who the fuck ostracizes themselves from a group? Can you ostracize yourself from a group if you were an individual? I don't even think she realized what she was saying. That is the most asinine, dumb statement that I have seen anyone say on TV. Period. And Dustin was like, back to Martell. He's standing there looking at Melody looking good. And all he can do is say, boy, before I get to that, he talked about that toenail. Y'all, I didn't even say anything about the toenails in my video because I just knew. He said 5 coats of gold toenail polish. Oh, Nail, why didn't you get a pedicure? You knew your feet were going to be out, girl, because you had sprained your ankle. Why did you do that? My grandma's toenails didn't even look like that because my grandma kept her toenails cut. But baby, them things were long and they were sharp. And I just know, all the way down through her sheets. You know them little cotton balls come on your sheets when your nails, your toenails too long. See, that's why I didn't mention it. See, because I get tickled at my own self. Talking about it. God damn. Anyway, stop. Ooh, all I can see is those long toenails in my mind. When your toenails are longer than your fingernails, you need to cut it. But anyway, back to Martell. And Martell he even has, I wonder does Arian see that in him? That is a very, very unattractive quality in a man to me. When you have no ability or realization that some things are indeed your fault. It's a bit of passive aggressiveness there. It's a bit of cluelessness there. And I don't know how he does it. And that's really a characteristic of a narcissist. You are sitting there looking at this woman who you have hurt beyond repair and acting as if it is even her fault that she is bitter towards you. Now, these male-identified, male-centered women that's out here in the audience who says that she needs to let it go, how? Sway? I'm so glad a man of Dustin's caliber came in and said, what does she need to let go of exactly? This man has hurt her beyond repair. Okay? She tried to give him chance after chance. What is wrong with giving your husband chance after chance? These people who hate Melody don't even see, and mostly it's women that don't support her. And that's sad. It really is. Because you're angry because a certain level of fans decided to back her up in her pain. Right? But this pain that she exhibited was exhibited on television. And time again, I don't know if it's because you all think that Martell looks good or what it was. But time and time again, even the cast sided with him. And Dustin finally acknowledged that. And that was amazing that he decided to do that. Because he said he's dragged them in media. He's dragged them on the show. He's brought things to the show to desperately hurt people. And now he finally said it. Which was, that's why people don't vote with you. That part. Right there. So if you continue to have this attitude, how do you think Melanie is going to let these things go? And then he finally acknowledged the RP, which I have to give Dustin kudos for doing so. Okay? It's something that to this day I don't think, and Carlos, maybe he does it in the reunion, I don't think Carlos wants to acknowledge the severity of the situation because he doesn't want Martell off the show. That's the main thing right there. He doesn't want Martell off the show. He thinks in his mind that Martell brings the right amount of drama to keep the show going. Carlos, I'm telling you, I'm talking directly to you. He does not. It is almost turning your audience against you because Martell is not seeking to bring resolution to his situation with Melody. The reason why he's not seeking to bring resolution to Melody because he still blames her. He blames her for the divorce. He blames her for not having a cordial relationship with their kids and him. He blames her for the actual sexual relationship that he had with Aaron. And in his mind, he really thinks that he has taken accountability when he has not. And it's sad. You know, sometimes I look at Martell and I'm like, he's still a human being. But it's hard for me to like him as an audience member because of his attitude. It's so cavalier. He's looking at it like, you could look at him, he's like, all these things wouldn't be happening to me if it wasn't for Mel. If it wasn't for Mel taking the builder's license, I'd still be building houses and making money. If it wasn't for Mel leaving me, then I'll be doing the great things that I was doing as a husband. I was a great husband, great provider, great, all these things that he gives himself props for. Never acknowledging that him and Melody, in my opinion, made a great team. He doesn't acknowledge that. And I don't think Mel at this point, because of the RP and everything else that he's done to her, why would we expect her to get over it and move on and be cool with him? Dustin said it too. Come on, Dustin. Talk to these male-centered minded women who decided to believe that Martell, this woman has no reason to be bitter. And it's her who's causing all the rift and strife between the two of them. And that just said, it ain't for one damn second do I believe that Martell and Melody are walking around here at basketball games giving each other high fives when the little girl or the little boys make a shot. Okay? Now, to Ken and Trish. Dustin say, you know how you say Mel be lying? Trish be lying. Okay? He asked the questions. He asked Martell a question. Will it be addressed what really happened between Martell and Trish? Her reaction to the events when Martell came in and then acknowledged her, You literally had Ken out there looking like a damn fool, taking up for you when he didn't acknowledge you. Baby, if you had been my woman or my man or whatever the case may be, it ain't no way in hell I would have went and confronted another man about him not acknowledging you when y'all saw each other again. Because your reaction gave us the impression, and I don't care how many times you say y'all didn't have sex, your reaction to him say that you did. And that's on everything. Everything good and everything bad. I know what I know as a woman, as a human being, as a real psychology major. Okay? I'm just saying. So Dustin talks about how it was the lies that made Ken react the way he did. He's like, Ken's a good dude. Isn't that what we want our dudes? What's wrong with these women who think? Now, this is where I disagree, because I don't like, and I said this in my video, I don't like when I have to say, when a man feels like it's now time for me to just rattle off everything you done for me, talking about you be nothing without me, you broke without me, tell your kids how you about to lose everything because of this argument or whatever. Tell your kids? What I'm telling my kids this for? And I'm allegedly a NASA engineer. He told her she can't buy nothing, she can't provide for herself, and named all these things that a NASA engineer can do. A NASA engineer can pay for a car note. A NASA engineer can pay for a house note. What the hell? Allegedly, that's what she is. She probably been stacking her coins and then you pay for stuff. That's how we women do. Now, we do that now. I put it this way. If she is a NASA engineer, where is she putting her money? Because if he's taking care of everything and she'll be nothing without him, then where's the money? Huh? I just don't believe that a NASA engineer would be broke and lost without you. Can't help person. How does it feel? I don't think she'll be lost without you, Ken. I think she'll be able to do it. Maybe not emotionally. Another thing I don't agree with is all this grace that Dustin wants us to extend to her because of her grief. Hell no. I lost both of my parents. It is a hard pill to swallow. It is very, very sad. But I don't be lying. I don't lie like that. Not saying that I haven't lied or won't lie. I don't lie like that. And the way she skirts around issues, the way she deflects, the way she is in an argument with I said that, baby, when I tell you you cannot get anywhere with somebody you arguing with that's repeating what you say. It's almost like arguing with a dummy that you got a hand up the ass. Because they can only talk when you talk. I'm mad. I'm mad too. I got a question. Sound like a damn parrot. And I was right. Carlos didn't have to tell me that was the reason why he didn't show up with her on that interview. I figured it out. Because I remember the interview. I remember the context clues in the interview. I remember what she said in the interview about, well, Ken have a tendency to, when we get married to each other, he has a tendency to leave the house. And he didn't come back right now. We're having some issues. He don't feel well. Now, she started out with he don't feel well. And then the weird thing about her is she's a horrible liar, but she lies all the time. And Dustin was like, well, the fact that she lies all the time and these things that she does is real. This is what reality TV is because she hasn't been seasoned. She doesn't know how to present herself on these interviews yet, and how to do span and all this. So everything that she's giving you is raw. Yeah, but it's unappealing to the audience. You can be all these things in real and still be appealing to the audience. Nobody likes Trisha. No, we don't like her. No, ma'am. And now we don't like him because at first he was presenting, I'm a good dude, and everything was good about that until he came in and started acting like Captain Saberhole, and that's different. Like she needs to be saved from something. I want to be saved. No. If she has the good job that she said she has, she could be just like Melody. Maybe not as popular as Melody because we don't like you, but you can rise like a famous from the S. Shout out to Dr. Wendy and do your own thing. You got your own thing. Yeah. You got your own thing. I'm telling you. You can have your own thing going on. Girl, you don't have to depend on these men to do anything for you and can. I would have told you. I am a NASA in them motherfucker. Step off. I got what I got. You got what you got. Thank you for the things that you have done. Do sis. You can go. Go ahead and leave. Now she did tell him that. But you would have been hurling out those insults at me, boo-boo. Even though, back to his side. See, I'm twerking on the fence. Shout out to Kim Pie. Even though I can understand his frustration. Dustin said he can understand his frustration because this woman lies so much. Why? But sometimes the lies were unnecessary. So Dustin was like, he asked Carlos, will her inability to communicate, will that be addressed? Because Ken is worse. He said everything that we want to know will be addressed at the reunion with a special guest. So Dustin tried to guess who special guest was gonna be. Probably Stormy. Or who? Wouldn't it be great if it was Dr. Francis? That's who needs to come to the damn reunion and push Carlos' ass out the way for a whole segment. But no such luck because Carlos thinks he can fix. He think he can fix what's broke. Chabba. And then the coup de grace. At the very end, Dustin says, I just want to address one thing that I didn't address earlier. That was real damn foul. What Trisha said about Melody calling her garbage. Boom! And that right there solved everything for me because I was waiting on that. That's what I was ready for him to address. Girl, you ain't, like I said, if you gonna wear the old Party City wings, you don't have no business calling anybody garbage because garbage sit on top of your head. And with that, I'm going to close. Come on in. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button. You will be notified when I upload a video. And again, this is fair use commentary. I was just using commentary. I didn't use any other video clips. But just in case, because Carlos like to strike people. And they love to come after smaller content creators because they like, well, everybody know them anyway. We know how you do. Oh, and like I said, when I close, like, comment, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell button. You will be notified. Share the video. My Cash App and my various other platforms will be on the description, and you can donate to my Cash App. People, you can donate $1. That's it. That'll help me keep the channel going because remember, I'm not monetized yet. As I do when I close, I'm going to check them up. Deuces.